Today is Monday the 11th of December. So we'll be working with elements from winter. Yesterday I did a short video that was specifically for the spleen. I'm going to bring some of those elements in today. But through the winter we're working predominantly with our fears as an emotion for clearing. So we want to eliminate. Our fear is to keep us alive. So we want to think of our fear in a different way, like an alert system, an alarm system when it comes up, and maybe switch that, transmute that energy, sort of melt the ice as I was talking about before in last week's live. So today, let's just get started. We're gonna, nice, simple, easy movements, just warming up the body, because if you think of winter, your joints may be colder, you may be working outside, so movements aren't sharp, they're not like loads and loads of fluid energy. You want to get things moving, keep things moving, and keep those joints moving, the fluidity of the body systems and the energy systems. So we're going to just start with rolling our shoulders. In fact, because I'm inside and it's quite warm, I'm going to lose a layer so that I'm not too hot. So just rolling the shoulders, and whilst you're doing this, bring your awareness to your body's posture. So your feet are nice flat, they're hip width apart, slightly bent knees, and move the other way, whatever way you are rotating, move the opposite direction. Nice straight spine, and the breath is easy breath, what I call easy breath, in through the nose and out through the nose. And release that movement, just feeling into the body now and into the breath, coming to our bellies. So right hand if you're female, left hand if you're male first, and you want to put it over the belly button. So just so you, let me show you. And as you breathe in, belly comes out. As you breathe out, belly goes in. And release the breath. Hands come down the side. So if you noticed, you can fit here where I've got some nasal stuff going on. But this winter is connected with groaning rather than it's that sort of that soft, think of it as like a moaning, groaning sound as we expel. Take the hands back to the belly, left over the right for female, right over left for male, or whichever is your dominant underneath. And circle the belly with the breath as you breathe in. Close the eyes down if it's safe to do so. And visualizing light coming through the top of the head, coming down. It splits off at the legs and goes down into the ground. And then it comes and it rotates round, but it also comes down your arms. And where your hands are, it's circulating and pooling energy in this area. And our cauldron, I always think of it as like focusing the light of a crystal, and you might even see a crystal, and then that light fragmentations become condensed into a crystalline structure in the body, and go the other way. Still condensing that light down now. Feeling it like there's a crystal there to hold and contain more light, and focus that light like a laser beam does with a crystal. It focuses the direction that we want it to go, and at the moment that's just centered on this area. But you can still feel the flow around of it coming down, flowing through the body, linking with the crystalline structure of the crystal caves on Earth, and esoterically those in different layers of awareness of the Earth, coming to a stop and coming back up and around like a loop. Now I want you to envision now, as we're standing here, just going to move our hands out to the side. Take a breath in And then coming forward, bending in a slight forward bend, over and round and down, dip down to the earth. Take your fingers to the big toes and slowly coming back up. Coming up, in, and then out, round the back of the head, up, and stretch, link the fingers together. And as you breathe in, you go up on the toes. Breathe out, you come down. Breathing in and out. In and out. In and out. This time in. Breathe out. Stay on the tippy toes and lean over. You need your balance for this to the right side. And breathe in, come up. Breathe in, breathe out, come over. Back up, whoop, balance, and down. Now let's do that slightly quicker. Hands come down the side, just cleansing breath in between. And the hands come up, interlock, over the head. And down. Now without the tippy toes, hands go up, lean to one side, back to center, breath in at the top, breath out as you go over same side, then bring the hands down the central column of the body, back up, interlock, this time to the opposite side, exhale over, inhale up, and release the hands down the sides. Interlocking behind you, pushing down, stretch the shoulders and the arms. Breathe in, breathe out. Chest expands, shoulder blades push together. And release the tension. Lift the hands up to the back. We're going to breathe in, and as we breathe in at each of these spots, so here, here, and here, so we move up to the hands. Feel that warmth, but start off, just give it a nice rub. This is your kidney area, your door of life. This is the yin energy that you have from your parents. It's vitality. Just hold this area and feel held. So hip width apart, slightly bent knees, head looking straight ahead, and obviously your chest is pushed out, your shoulder blades are pushed together, but don't worry too much. I want your focus to be on your hands, where the hands and the palms meet the back. If you could do this on bare skin, this is better, but don't worry if you can't. And just visualize the warmth in this area, melting any cold, feeling wrapped in the love of your family and your ancestors. When you give it a little rub and breathe in. And then breathe out, then move the hands up a notch and do the same thing. Breathe in and visualize. And out. Up a notch, same thing. Breathe in, breathe out. And then slowly drop the hands down so they come down, round, down the backs of the legs, moving. Nice forward roll. And then let yourself just hang. Feel the stretch in the backs of the legs. If you need to bend them, do.
But if you can, just feel the stretch, feel that in the back, that stretch here, all through the meridians down the backs of the legs, then bending the knees, coming down, hands coming up to above the knees, and just as if you're half sitting down, so you're not quite sitting on a chair, and just hold that pose for me. Feel the tension in the legs, just breathe through it, and then coming up, but not all the way. So now I want you to feel your back, your lower back, the issues here, give it a nice little rub, saying thank you. And then slowly this time tipping the pelvis forward as we slowly come up, and then rock the pelvis forward and back. So hands come to the hips, rock forward and back, and then turn that into a rotation of the hips, gentle hip rotations. Circulation one way, and then go 4 times the other. Now just hinging the hips, and the whole hips, not just the pelvis. Forward and back. Come to the arms, from the elbows, the opposite direction. And then if you can stay here. Depends if you've got any shoulder issues, then just come to where you are and do a little one. But incrementation, if you can go all the way, rotate with the hands, come up, breath in, breath out, come down, like butterfly stroke, alternating which hand goes on top. Whatever one was on top as you went up before, as you come down, goes under that palm. And then the other way. Bringing that which is unseen forward to be seen. And getting those shoulders. It's nice and slowly to start with. You can get faster. You can also feel your muscles working on those arm muscles as well. Bringing this into smaller circles, little circles forward. And back. And then bringing the elbows in and rotating the wrists. Oh, thank you. Just seeing the, I didn't see that, it comes up when I'm live. And bring your hands forward. Just stretching a little bit. Make sure you've stretched and you're warmed up. Lean again. Breathe in, breathe out, go over. And this time take the whole body round. Up to the top and then round again. Circle one way, circle the other. And then stuff at the top, let the hands slip down to the side. And we're going to do our legs. We're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one always feels weird, I think. The inwards, that hip joint, and then the knee, from the knee. If you can balance, if you need to hold on to something, please do. It's best to keep your focus on one spot. And the opposite direction. And again, same with the upper leg. You can do it sitting down if it helps, if you need to. As I said, if you need to hold something, then do. And then the ankles. So I don't know if you can see my ankles. She says, I don't think I can get it up quite that high. But just rotate from the ankle one way and then the opposite direction, and then do the other foot. So each of your joints
We move, we're lubricating them. And then just give it a little shake. And then moving into some shaking. So as I said, winter is connected to fear. So shaking is brilliant for this because it resets the nervous system. So give it a little shimmy, shake from the bottom, ripple it all up to the top and then down. If you can do this for 3 minutes, if you're in any kind of panic, this was the one thing when I used to get panic attacks that used to help me. It would reset you, get you out of the head and into the heart. So shaking feels a bit silly if you want to put some music on, if you want to sing. Just get into the silliness of it as well, kind of bring some inner smile. In Qigong we call it start the internal love energy with a smile, the energy. Shake. Feel like you're shaking any fear-based thinking off. You might feel tingling in the hands and the arms. And come to a stop. You can do that for longer if you need to. If you're watching the replay, just pause and do as long as you need. Now just tuning into you. Again, be aware we're not just standing. Feel your posture. Focus to the feet, the balance of the heels and the toes. And feel where the energy, where the balance, if you're moving more forward, more back, your gait, your hips are hip width apart. Nice straight spine, like they say in yoga, pulling up with a string, but just looking straight ahead. Shoulders are relaxed back and down. And tune into you. Just check in with your body. What does it need right now? What do you need right now? And breathe easy. So in through the nose and out through the nose. Just the nose. Become aware of the breath in, breath out. Now we're going to bring the hands into a gentle movement, floating from right to left. The weight shifts from right to left. You feel a slight little lunge and just tuning into the movement. Closing the eyes and feeling as though you're moving your hands across this top of surface of water. Floating gently. Breathing in, breathing out through the nose. Ease and flow. Gentle, easy movement. Keeping the body moving and the energy moving. Now start to move this round more or stay where you were. You choose your level. If you can look behind you, any gentle twists that we do, we massage our internal organs. So that's all across this area here. You've got the liver, the spleen, the kidneys, the stomach, and your intestines. All get a gentle massage with the movements of the twists. And gently start to make this more of a, we call the waves, lapping, so that your hands are just swinging as you move. Moving the head to look behind you. Don't overstretch, just easy. As if you're almost coming to a stop, but you're not. You know. Water. And now we're going to speed it up a little bit, rocking on the back as the hands come round. So don't direct the hands, just direct the body and the hands and the arms following. Feel the flow and the gentle breeze around you. Subtle movements. Then one hand comes up to the chest and gently knocks. The other one goes round the side. Lovely, easy breath. Shouldn't be difficult, really subtle movements. And now the hands move from the chest to the shoulders as if you're patting yourself on the back, alternate sides. Obviously, if that's too hard, stick with the chest. You have crossing over bilaterally as well with the right and left brain, using both sides as we cross the arms, opposite arm to opposite shoulder, and then come back to the chest. Easy breath. Tuning with the flow of your body, and then gently back to just looking behind you with those gentle swings. And breath. And this time, let it come to a stop. And just stand again in that posture, standing posture, woodgie pose, we call this. Gently, slightly bent knees, hip width apart, relaxed shoulders back and down, tall spine, eyes closed, looking ahead, and easy breathing. Tune into your body. How are you feeling now compared to how we were just before? Are you feeling connected to your body? I hope so. You're feeling the movement, the warmth, a little bit warmer. Tingling in the hands maybe. Bring the hands up to the chin. Take them up over the face, through the hair. And like we're running our dragon, hands through our dragon. So fingers, thumbs, all through the hair. And then just flick off. And again, any excess. Great for waking up the brain. And just stay in that pose for a moment. I want to read our daily affirmation. So tune into the words of beautiful Louise Hay. So this is from her You Can Heal Your Life book from chapter 4. So closing your eyes, just you can relax the hands by the side, or you can bring them over the belly. Right hand, if you're female, over the belly button underneath, with the left hand over top, or the other way around if you're male. And if, depending on what you associate with, the dominant one goes underneath basically. So just breathing easy, allow my words to become yours, just to wash over you, along with any sounds after in a gentle meditation. So, in the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole and complete. I no longer choose to believe in old limitations of lack. I now choose to begin to see myself as the universe sees me, perfect, whole and complete. I am now perfect, whole and complete. Just feel that for a minute. In this now moment, feel the perfection that is you, connected with all that is. My breath, your breath, as we breathe in, that connection to the universe as we breathe out. Just letting go. In, out, feel the synchronized flow. I am now perfect, whole and complete. I will always be perfect, whole and complete. I now choose to live my life from this understanding. I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. All is well in my world. All is well in this now moment. Feel the perfection that is you. Feel the calm coming in, Thank any fears. Know that you are safe and you are enough. You are loved. What do we need to know today? We're open and receptive to all good. We allow it to flow to us and through us. We are connected to that which is of the highest good for all of us. We see with clarity. We speak that clarity through love and compassion. We feel with love and compassion and direct through love and compassion, and are inspired to loving and compassionate action towards ourselves and others. Feel these I am statement. I am a free spirit. I am imagination, and allow your imagination, your mind, to take hold of you. Feel as though you are in the center of a pyramid above and a pyramid below. Feel surrounded by indigo and orange pulses in the shape of a diamond. Feel that energy we drew into the chakra, sacrum, that laser, and focus it where you want for your day ahead. Wherever it needs to go, see yourself, segment in 10, see a little trail of diamond lights lit up before you, the path, the decisions, whatever you need to know, flowing to you and through you, working through you, co-creating with you. Ease and flow, the balance, and the water. The water in your cells, this plasmic cellular membrane in your cells. Just send a little thank you to all of them, and thank you to this now moment. If you feel called to, bring your hands to the heart. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Connecting, visualizing, connecting to your 12D filter. So imagine a star above your head that's floating down, and you can bring your hands from the heart and bring them up over the head with an in-breath and float them down with the star very slowly, coming down through the head as the hands come in front of the face, through the throat, through the neck, through the shoulders, through the heart, down to the stomach. Let the hands come down to the side and feel that star going down through the tip of your tailbone, down into the ground and connecting. Feel connected to the earth, grounded, floating to the earth star chakra, like anchoring you, anchoring in this lighter energy, this feel-good energy. And then feel yourself drawing up like the roots of a tree, lifting up. And that energy of that grounding, that centering, that structure, that crystal, like a mountain top that's deep rooted in the ground, but with its tip up in the clouds and the sky. And just to finish, we're going to come into cloudy hands. So moving the hands like you are moving the mists around you, just flowing around, level with the shoulders, just moving away any thoughts, anything that needs to be shifted, bring in that clarity, like the clouds parting around you. Coming in, drawing in now, rolling the hands towards you in a circular motion. Nice big circle, level with the torso from the chin to the belly, and then make that smaller, bringing the hands down in front of the belly, and then rotate the opposite direction as well. We want both of our Merkaba shifting, the neutrons for the positives and the negatives, and rolling a big ball. And then bring the hands to center, just in front of the stomach. Feel the balance. Visualize a circle around you like a lattice of light. And as you breathe in, it contracts. As you breathe out, it expands. But it's always contracting, always expanding, in movement with you as needed. Hands back to heart. Bring them to prayer position, if mudra, if that feels right for you. And take a bow. Thank you. And one more, one fist, one hand, contrast wrapped in light. May your contrast, your tensions become your growth. May love flow to you where it's needed. May the darkness show you the light, and the light show you the darkness, and gift you with understanding. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow or later for Meditation Monday. Thank you for your time. Blessings.